Mama smells a discount.
Mama smells a discount.
It just looks like a pimp. Welcome to the Real-Tea with Brittany Picolo-Ramos.
Joel Piccolo.
Derek Pittmon.
They're the three best friends.
I'm also looking at this girl looking at herself in the mirror.
I did see that. That was something.
I don't think she knows we could see her.
We're in a very vibrant street in the middle of New Orleans,
Yes.
so we have a lot going on,
Sorry.
and the ADD has kicked in.
Yes, ADD.
So we want to talk about the New Year's Eve that is approaching and Christmas holiday. So what are y'all's plans?
Man, well, I don't know if you know this, but I'm gonna hang out with you.
You want to hang out with us too?
I can, yeah. As you guys know, I'm not Mormon, so I will be celebrating Christmas this year.
Well, we also love the
I
Mormons.
thought you were Amish.
So it's.
Hey, we welcome all religions.
We're very welcoming here.
At the Real-Tea.
Yeah.
Very, very welcoming.
Real-Tea.
Especially Mormons. They have a lot of money. So
They
you need to
build
buy or sell a
really
house.
well. Yeah.
Call a sister.
Big Taysom Hill fans.
Hold on. Is Taysom Hill a Mormon?
Yeah, he went to BYU.
Taysom Hill is a Mormon?
Taysom, call a girl.
Yeah.
Dude,
And your
man.
beautiful wife.
No wonder he's so strong and running through no one can tackle him.
I want to say
He's
he had
got
a
that-
nickname of Mormon Hercules. I think that was what they called him.
He's breastfed.
Oh my gosh.
You know that's a breastfed baby.
Too bad the Mormons don't really know about it because they don't do technology and all that.
I think you're mistaking them with Amish.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm like-
I'm mixing it up with Amish.
Yeah,
Oh,
Amish. Yeah, they're the ones
I
that.
think I was still on the Amish train.
Yeah.
I was still
He's
on
like,
that.
they don't technology. What?
Mormons
We're all
are like
BYU has
while
no
they're watching
electricity.
this on their cell phone, they're like,
I would
We're
like
learning
to-
so much about ourselves.
I like to
Yeah.
apologize to all my Mormon friends.
Yeah.
Um,
know a lot about Mormons.
So on other subjects, what are your plans? I would like to go to Celebration in the Oaks. I have done nothing for Christmas. I've done no Christmas shopping pretty much. I have just been dealing with the throes of real estate right now because the interest rates just went down 1.5 points in 3
throes.
days.
Yeah,
I like that.
So interest rates just changed so quickly. So all these buyers enter the market, which is phenomenal, but it's put everything in crazy mode in the middle of Christmas. So my kids are getting nothing except for broken dreams. No, I'm just checking. I'll get them something. What about yours? You do want Christmas shopping yet?
Wait, what? Yeah, so really pass. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. Did you get any Christmas? Did you get any Christmas gifts?
I just asked you your name, Joel. I just asked you what your name was.
Yeah.
That was all. No.
Did someone answer the question?
Yeah. I did all my Christmas shopping earlier this year. I did.
You're one of those people?
I am.
You look like one of those people. You know his sheets are clean. You just know it.
They are as
You
well.
wash your sheets every week, don't you?
Every other week. No, I'm lying. It's every week. It's every week.
I know.
My wife is very clean. She's a very clean lady. I love you.
Dude, his wife is clean. I walked in, I was like, your house is like this all the time.
Yeah. And kudos to her. We now have a 5-month-old baby, and everyone was like, the moment you have a child, things are just no. She stayed on top of it. Good on her. But to answer your question, yes, I got all my Christmas shopping done. I'm debating on, where do we actually do Christmas? There's that whole, you get married, what side of the family you go to first, second, at all,
Yeah.
So
It's a hard one.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna be doing it with hers. So it'll be good.
A lot of my family has passed or abandoned me, so I have only one person to go to. So
Yeah.
it's probably gonna be a stranger's house. Merry Christmas.
You just show up.
This is all new information to me.
I'm kind of joking. So, well, that's exciting to hear that you've already done all of your Christmas shopping and you're a
Exactly.
clean freak. I love it. What about you, Joel?
Keep it simple.
Amazon gift cards.
Amazon gift cards. There you go. That's it.
You didn't do
Figured me
any
out.
Christmas shopping?
No, I don't do
Why
that.
are we the same person?
I don't do that.
Oh, you don't do that? All right. Well, that's exciting. Honestly, in the real estate market, it's crazy right now. Interest rates are supposed to go down 4 to 6 times as per the Federal Reserve. And it's interesting because when you turn on social media, TikTok and stuff like that, there's all this fear. It's like, but I'm not scared. I think it's going to be a really great year. I think it's going to be a breakout year. I think it's an election year. So I feel like they want the economy to somewhat look a good way while you're voting. Maybe not. But I feel like they're really bolstering and pushing for the economy in the United States to be doing good.
Well, I mean, I concur.
I mean,
No, honestly, next year it's election year. They do want it to look good. So no, I think we're gonna have a banner year next year, and by that I mean we're just gonna buy banners. So that's gonna be our new selling banners going forward. So
yeah. Well, I'm excited, and today we're gonna watch an episode of Selling the Big Easy. It's the second episode where I helped two gentlemen find their house of their dream. From when we got the show or filmed the pilot to when we actually got the season. And secured that. It was funny. And so episode 2 was our first actual, not just a pilot episode, but a real show that we had put together.
All I remember about this episode was just the balcony. I remember that there was something going on with the door, the window couldn't open. Typical New Orleans windows, they just don't open when you want them to open.
True. Ghosts. That's why.
Yeah.
But no, what was interesting about that property was the developer who put the porch on, because they usually slant the porch a little bit so when rainwater comes down, it flows off. Mm-hmm. But this one was like this. And I was like, if you put a rocking chair on here, you're going to die.
Go rock to your death.
Rock right off.
Maybe it'll be a dry rocking chair.
And I had these wedges on, and I was walking so awkwardly. It was nice. I loved it. So, okay, well, let's watch it. Let's see what's going on, and let's live our best life. Do y'all have anything to add? Anything else going on in the world?
I don't remember this episode, to be honest. I'm actually excited to rewatch it. So,
all right, tune in. Kaylin and Kyle were beautiful people. Their outfits, if y'all would have seen them in person, were majestic. They were beautiful. Every day they showed up, they were just clean. They also wash their sheets once a week, maybe twice. I don't know their life. They're just look put together, and I'm sitting here, I'm like, I was like, God. Another thing is, you don't realize how awkward it is to walk into a house when someone's filming you, and you just walk in silently. I couldn't help myself. It's like when I'm in an elevator with a stranger. When I'm in an elevator with a stranger, I can't help but talk to random people because I don't like silence. So when I'd walk in, I'd be like, "Rah!" Or I'd do some weird noise, and I'm like, you'll notice it.
It would be nice. See, there's a nice bit of music underneath you while you're doing all this. How great would it be? You just walk around and you have this fun music just going everywhere. Yeah, that could be your new thing. 2024. That'll be your resolution going into next year.
Yes.
Yeah. No.
Create a technology. Yes.
Implementing boomboxes in my showings.
Hit yourself in the head a couple times. You might hear some things there.
So speaking of resolutions, I don't have any New Year's resolutions yet. Do y'all?
No.
Good, because you already did your Christmas shopping.
I don't give resolutions because I just won't do them anyway. So, hey, it's better not to give anything.
Why try? Am I right?
I've already won.
That's the great statement. Why try when I know I'll fail?
Yes.
Put that on the t-shirt.
I was going to say, it's why they don't invite you to graduation, commencement speeches. You're all going to fail in this room. Don't try.
Don't even try.
Don't even try. See that kid over there? He has an arts degree. What is he going to do with that? I don't know.
Hey, I have an arts degree. Wait, I'm on a panel doing a podcast, so yeah, I don't know.
You're welcome.
She said the thing.
How often do you think people with the wine, the big ones, they just walk by and they're just like, why do I have this?
Wine cellars?
Yeah, like a wine fridge, like a big wine fridge or a big wine room.
I think people love wine. People that love wine love it. They love it. They want to look at it.
I love the fact when they try to act like there's a difference between some of these wines. Remember Brianna, our older sister? She was like, I'm so into wine. This is what you need to do. And we're
she's like the tannins.
Yeah, she's like,
I don't even know to say what a tannin is.
Yeah. She dropped that real quick.
I'm like,
I don't think she does it anymore.
This is bitter. This is a little bitter. This is a lot of bitter. Maybe that's what it is.
They did research that they got some of the top people and they give them cheap wine and they said oh, what do you think? They're like, oh man, this is top of the line brand. This is amazing. And they're like, yeah, it's $20.
I think the tannins are what give you the headache, isn't it? When you get a red wine headache or something.
Well, I used to work at a lot of restaurants and they would say this has an oaky finish with a smoky undertone and just a very it just really coats the mouth.
So many adjectives.
It's very sensual the way you sound. The oaky. I mean,
don't get me wrong. A white wine and a red wine is completely different. But you'll have reds, and then people are trying to distinguish them, and you're like, what?
An oaky afterbirth. Somebody.
Oh gosh. An oaky afterbirth.
The Office. An oaky afterbirth. You're like, what?
What?
I don't really drink, so I always was getting Virgin Bloody Marys and water. So that was my go-to drink. Everybody else is like, getting alcohol. And
Yeah,
that guy.
he has a wine, and he looks like he's drinking like a Long Island iced tea or something.
Yeah, I think so.
Dude, that dude is going all out.
Yeah,
he's like, we about to go look at houses.
He's like, I don't know how far I'm gonna walk, but it's gonna be great. They were super sweet though. We had a great time filming.
Yeah.
And they were funny too, so it was good. A lot of times when I'm, you're filming with somebody who's not very vocal, it's really hard because you're like having to pull.
Oh, you're having to draw it out, and you're like,
Yeah.
and then.
Yeah, no, they were super funny
Yeah.
and fun, and so I had a really good time.
It
It was like hanging out with friends.
Yeah, I always enjoyed when we watch the show, or really any HGTV show. I know about right when the timing comes, when you ask them what the budget is. I look at other people's faces to get a reaction.
Yeah.
Because it's like clockwork. It's never what you think it's going to be. No. Because like these two guys, you're sitting there and you're like, probably, $500,000 budget. And then they go 1.1. And everybody in the room just goes, oh,
Really?
Oh, that's surprising.
I want to see the HGTV shows where they're like, where do you want your monthly note to be?
Right.
That's the big one.
That'd be the real, actual real.
That show would not kill at all. Everybody would stop watching it.
In fact, they wouldn't even want to buy a house.
Everybody's
crying.
monthly note, they want to be around 1,100.
I'd like to be around 2,000. Dude, my monthly note is high. It's like a lot. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit.
How much did your monthly note go up since the insurance got really bad?
Only like a couple $100.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Because Marco's dad, my husband, he was in the military, so we were able to get on with USAA.
Give me some.
We got we got a really good insurance plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody fought in the military with my family, so we're paying full price. We're paying very expensive.
You honestly look like a bougie
Military person.
Yeah, Rambo.
He's like, get down.
You look like a GQ Rambo.
GQ. He does not look like a Rambo. He looks like a GQ, like,
be the least intimidating
lumber
Rambo.
person.
Pop out of the bushes. People just keep walking by. They just don't even. Was he supposed to kill us? I don't know what was supposed to happen just there.
Dude, Rambo. I would never compare Derek to Rambo.
I would.
Like,
I just did.
the great Rambini, maybe.
I'll take it.
Good. No.
Rambone. Sorry.
And I'll stop.
And to be fair, this was usually the first time I was seeing these houses. So
Yeah.
all of that is genuine.
Yeah. They would come to us and say like, hey, we need, you're going to try to find houses real time during the episode. And so they gave us the specs.
Because they wanted to feel as genuine and as real as possible.
Right.
So I was literally seeing it for the first time.
Yeah. Which
in real estate really doesn't normally happen because obviously, I look up houses and stuff before we meet with clients and kind of know what they're leaning towards. And people will send us a wish list and then we can bring them the property. So it's cool. It's really cool to be able to see it and to laugh with each other because it was all very real.
Oh yeah,
dude, I straight up looked up that word, looked up the pronunciation, and when I said it, that was like Lauren was like, never forgot that. She's like,
I like how you said the pronunciation. The pronunciation, so
you gotta pronounce the pronunciation.
You gotta pronounce the pronunciation.
Carrera. The way you said it, because you're so Caucasian. And then you were like, carrera. Like you rolled your tongue and everything. The carrera marble. I was like,
I'm sorry that I'm saying it correctly. All the Italians are hating you, right?
No, I'll be loving them. So it's funny because there were some people in the comments, they were like, they want to be in New Orleans and you're showing them a house in Metairie. The thing about it is Metairie is pretty close to New Orleans. And also, a lot of the New Orleans houses that we wanted to shoot at, they wouldn't even let us show them. If they were a normal buyer, I probably would not have shown them a house in Metairie. But because we want to show you at least, 3 houses or so, that's what was available and that's what we shot.
Well, the funny thing is in big cities like Chicago, New York, Houston, LA, places like that, the city limits are massive. They're huge. Yeah. New Orleans is not big. Mm-mm. And in all honesty, Metairie is closer. I mean, the two cities touch one another, obviously. But the distance to get from even where we are, the heart of Uptown, to get to Metairie, in most cities, you're still in the same city limit. It's literally right there. And people geographically, outside of the area obviously don't know that, so it's outside. But the locals, they were the more vicious ones I've noticed about, and there is this, I don't know if it's a rivalry or whatever you'd call it, between Jefferson Parish and Orleans Parish on, on how everything goes. Orleans has this idea that they're superior because they've been here and they're like real New Orleanians, and then Jefferson's like, well, the cops come when we call them, and all sorts of weird things. But yeah, it's just this funny camaraderie that we have here. But the locals were really testy about this.
They were.
Yeah.
They
really
like,
were.
They were a little savvy. Y'all need to calm down.
Very much so.
And here's another thing people don't think about is, as a realtor, even though that this one was outside the area that they were looking, but as a realtor, our job is to get the most efficiency for our clients. So if you show them a property in Metairie, your taxes are going to be cheaper, so your monthly note is going to be better, and you're going to get more house. So hey, at first, you might not be open to Metairie, but if you're going to get more bang for your buck, that's a good realtor. So
right.
Face.
And again, Metairie to here is like 10, 15 minutes anyhow.
Yeah,
it's really not that far away.
No. I think we went to that party that was like right on the line of Old Metairie in New Orleans. It's like right there. It's a bridge.
It's right there.
It's right there.
Right there.
Yeah.
At 1.15 million, it's just a bit over their price range, but this is a whole lot of house.
I'm like, cool, there's 2 people in your family. What about 9,000 square feet? As a real estate agent, I don't know if I would have shown him this house. Like, say there's 2 people and 2 dogs. I'm like 6,000 square feet, 6 bedrooms.
They're smiling. Look how happy I made these guys. They got to come look at this fun house after I threw this house out there. I'm just telling you, they're having the time of their lives.
I forgot you were the one who.
Yeah.
Derek is like, you know what? I got messages from the dogs. They were happy.
Everybody
happy.
loved
They were
it.
happy.
It was a very cool house, but like it's just funny, like as an actual real estate professional, which a lot of people didn't realize we were actual real estate agents, and so it's funny too because I'll get calls and be like, "Oh my gosh, I moved to New Orleans because of your show," and I'm like, "Why didn't you call me
Yeah.
to move here?"
What is it? The old, back in the 70s, there was a commercial. It's like, I'm not a doctor, but I play one on TV. Like that was like a commercial that was on for years, and that was the line people used to use. I think people thought that we only acted as realtors on TV, not actual realtors.
I was like, I'm an actual real. I'm like, and they were like, "Oh, I thought you were too busy." I'm like, I ain't never too busy for a paycheck, baby. Just saying.
And they hang up after that.
And they hang up immediately.
Yeah. You're like,
I do think that some of them would call or message me, and then they'd like hear me and be like, "I don't like her."
Oh, that's not a shtick on TV. That's really her.
It's
Okay.
really her. It was funny too. My clients would call me and be like, "You're really yourself on TV," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's why I got a show."
Yeah.
Obviously, you have a picture right here, right in the middle.
I think this was made for my height, maybe. Kyle, could you eat under this? I'm not sure.
Okay.
Children's
You'll literally be partying.
I just got to say this because I work with a lot of buyers, but like when they pointed out that the chandelier was like too low, I'm like, okay, obviously a table's going to be right there, so you're not going to run into it like ever.
Yeah.
That's just, to me, it just kind of like when buyers point that out, I'm just like, yep, you're right.
You're like,
You're 100% right. You know what? We're not even going to buy this house. You're going to run into that chandelier one day. Obviously, the table's not going to be there. So, whatever.
Joel's got some frustration.
I do, man. Hey.
He's got some stuff.
I mean, I've had that happen multiple times as well.
Really?
It is.
Kinda
You know,
annoying.
yeah. And I don't think some people think that they're being funny about it.
Yeah.
But then I think genuinely some people actually don't put one and one together. That is the chandelier that would be over the table.
The dining table.
And then you're like, oh, wow. Okay. You really did pick up on that. Okay.
Not everybody can be the bride.
It's a deal breaker to them, too. They're just like, this is impossible.
Ugh.
We can't fix this.
Or it's like when somebody says they don't like a house because of the paint color. You're like,
I know. Oh,
you know you can change the paint, right? Like,
yeah.
Or like carpet. I'm like, you can get new flooring. You change the paint, especially if you negotiate it. You can literally factor it into your cost of the property and then not even have to pay. Or they might even negotiate the price. You get at a lower price. They'll give you a credit for it, and it's like a win-win. And now you have equity in the house.
Right.
Boom.
Yeah, actually, unless you go into a part of the city that actually is historically like protected, you can't actually change the color. I actually
On the
promised that to
outside.
somebody. Yeah. Because I did use that line. It
Oh,
was
you
like,
mean
you can
Blue
always
Carré?
change it. Yeah, down
Yeah.
the Bucaré. And then they were under contract, and it was very much, no, you actually can't change
Yeah,
the
no,
color.
no.
And I was
To
like,
be fair, that's only on the outside.
yeah,
And
yeah.
Okay,
also, if you
full
do
disclosure.
change it, you can get approval.
Right. Yeah. They're not very apt to give you approval in the Vucare.
Yeah,
You gotta
Bucharest,
flash a
they're
little
very
Yeah.
strict.
That's the
Like they are like, these are the kinds of people, they live in there and they feel like, hey, this is the way it's going to be, and they're not going to change.
Yeah.
That's not
Bucharest.
true. You can get them to change. You just gotta. butter
You're
'em
right,
up
Brittany.
with
You
It's
know
New
what?
Orleans. You just
so-
gotta slide
You're so
in.
right, Brittany.
I
You
am
know what?
right.
Look at you. Just go up there, talk to him.
Vucare, you know I love you.
I wanted to also point something out. Is you know how they made the comment of like including the wine in the purchase price?
Yeah.
As a buyer, don't ever include furniture or anything like that in the actual purchase contract.
Agreement.
Because it complicates it dramatically, because they have to get somebody in there to price each individual item.
So
for
just
the
do it on
lender.
an addendum.
Yeah, do it in an addendum, do it completely separate. Do not include that in the purchase.
That's great information from Joel
That was
Piccolo.
really great information.
I learned something new today.
Yeah.
I taught him everything.
So, what do you think about all this tile work and the step down into the bathtub?
I love the tile. It's
The
Dude,
step down.
that bathtub was like deathly.
Yeah.
Like,
Like slipping
you would-
hazard.
yeah.
You're going to die.
Like there's no bars to hold on to. It's just like face your death.
Facial death.
Choose your fate.
Like it was a pretty, they did a great job, but it was just not well thought out. Like stepping on tile out of a tub. Yeah.
No, like well, I would at least put like rails or something
yeah.
going down.
Yeah.
There, but on my
Like an
little-
insurance guy's like looking at this, I was like,
That looks a little dangerous.
danger.
Majestic.
We need to make a gif of that. That is a really nice backyard.
No grass anywhere.
Yeah.
We call that low maintenance.
Yeah.
It's glory. Let me know what you think, okay?
Thank you. So what do you think?
I love the
I
camera
love
guy.
like the camera that like sneak like as if they don't know that they're being filmed.
Behind
A
the
little bit of
bushes.
greenery there. Yeah.
Driving out.
I know that like part of it, like they were kind of like, oh, it doesn't have a lot of color. Like, it's like sometimes you'll get a blank canvas, and to me that's even better because you can go and make it your own.
Yeah.
You know.
Actually, I'm trying to think. Was this the very first episode that we filmed in the season? Like the when we came? Because I thought the first episode we did, we were at the condo. We were at the condo downtown. Remember when we were filming?
I blocked it out.
Yeah, because remember
Is
we
that
had to.
right by South Peters? Is that the one you're talking
Yeah, was that the first? The first I can't remember. They all run together. I really
Yeah.
They kind of. I don't know.
Continue.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
this looks like the house that's on Jackson Street that we had listed.
I hated the fact that they would always put the dash film like right here. So it was like going up like that. You know?
Yeah, well, they would put us, Joel and I, in the back seat, and they
Yeah.
would have a camera that would be right up in our crotch.
about? Yeah.
Which helped
I
for
know.
Joel's messages and his Instagram,
Exactly.
messaging. But for me,
Yeah.
I just there's a lot of crotch shots.
I'm not
A lot
mad
of
about
failure
it.
there.
Yeah.
A lot of
Increase my
disappointment.
followership, but not so much.
A lot of sadness in
Yeah.
Derek's life.
Yeah. Anyhow, it's my screensaver. So no.
You know what? No one ever got mad at me for mansplaining.
Well, not mansplaining, it's man
Spreading.
spreading.
Man spreading.
I man spread. I do man spread. I just enjoy it. And
We don't do peanut butter in here. We do man spread.
what was crazy is that I went out to dinner yesterday and they were taking pictures of, all of us at the table for my friend's birthday. And I was right in the middle. They put the pregnant girl right in the middle, away from the bathroom, which is a terrible move. But it is what it is. And so I'm sitting directly in front of the camera, and I'll have my legs, with my pregnant tummy, and my legs are like this, and they're just taking a picture, but we're like on a platform with a table, and my legs are just like like I'm getting ready for birth.
The baby's like, I'm ready for my close up. I'm like,
I'm ready for my close up, Mr. DeVille.
You are dilating.
Don't say that. I have 2 months. Stop it.
Voila. And light curtains frame the window, but still let it
I remember
Look at
that
you.
scene. Do you remember how long we laughed? Because that thing actually fell down on us, and it did not make the final cut.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like how a production company never checked the doors or windows to see if they could open them. So we're like, let's just watch Brittany fail. I'm a really good salesperson. I'm just saying. Like watching it again, I'm like,
I
How did you know? I was thinking that in my head. I wonder if Brittany thinks she's a good salesperson.
I was just thinking about how humble she was. That was
Yeah.
really. I was just
That
like,
too.
she's the most humble
Yeah.
salesperson I know.
I wish how they're filming like them like talking about it. It's actually you with like a camera on your head, like looking in, like trying to listen.
I'd watch that.
I heard everything.
I heard what you said about me.
I did like filming at night. It was cool.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't blazing hot.
Yep, that was exactly why.
Is just about ready. We filmed a condo with just the right amount of furniture, and we put in decorative
Man, staging does make
Dude,
such a difference.
like,
the area. The eclecticness of the culture here.
girl, you dug deep for that word.
Eclecticness.
Girl, you looking like a real pimp.
I was gonna say,
Like, dang. She got at least 10 girls in her stable.
where my money? Mama smells a discount.
Mama smells a discount.
Did look like a pimp. The jacket and the hat. It
Put
was
that
like,
money in Mama's hand.
Dude, I look like a pimp. Looking back at it now, I was like, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Dude, because it was like 20 degrees outside. It was so cold.
Yeah.
And those teddy bear jackets were in style. And I just didn't know what it looked like together. But I look like a
I
pimp.
didn't know.
See, that's the thing, though. It's like you think you look real cute until you see yourself on camera. And then you're like,
And we were the very first show on HGTV to be filmed in 4K.
I know.
That was something that we can hang our hat on.
Yeah, we're like, great.
That was a real thing.
4K pimp.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
We've never seen a pimp more clear.
You ever seen a 4K pimp? I never seen one till today.
I never seen a pimp so clear.
Dang.
Put that on a t-shirt.
That's right.
All right. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this episode of The Real-Tea. Make sure to subscribe, like, share, because we want to be around a long time, and we've had a great time spending time with you.
And also make sure everybody to comment below. We definitely want to hear from y'all. Any suggestions, please, y'all. We'd love to interact with and like hear your thoughts about the show.
I don't care about your suggestions.
I do.
Just watch it.
Yeah. Do it for me, not for Brittany.
And have a happy holidays and a happy new year. That's a thing
I thought
as
you were
well.
going to say Hanukkah.
Yeah,
I was
well,
like,
I mean,
I thought you were going for
all
it. Yeah.
encompassing.
I'm
Yeah.
here for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're for all of it. So
All right.
not Mormon.
Well,
so.
we've learned a lot today together. Have a great night, day, wherever you're watching.
Bye.